It's Tenacious Tuesday, everybody. I hope y'all had a great day today. I'm so excited about my guest this evening. He is a miracle, and I'm excited about it. I am so excited about it. Well, this is Tenacious Tuesday, and this is every Tuesday is where I have an awesome person that is tenacious about their dreams and their goals. They're going for it. Nothing is stopping them, and this is a great opportunity for us to share their story, get involved with what they're doing, and support each other because we support each other. We need each other at the end of the day, and it's my distinct pleasure to introduce you to Pharoh Khepri. He is an absolute miracle, and I'm so excited to share his story. So let me go ahead and run this, and you stay right there. Pay attention because this is amazing, mind-blowing. Hello. Without further ado, I want to introduce you to Mr. Pharoh Khepri. Pharoh Khepri.
Hello, hello.
Hello. How are you?
How are you?
I am great. I am great. Are you there?
I am here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but your screen is frozen.
Um, it's showing like normal on my side here.
Is it? Okay. Hang tight. Let's see.
There's nothing there. Let me turn this to.
There you go. Hi. There you
Oh,
are.
okay. So you can see me.
I can.
All right, I will put this back down. I was trying to figure out what was going on.
Okay. Awesome. Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I know. I'm so excited. That story. Give me 1 second. I'm going to do my thing here. Okay. All right. We're good to go. Welcome. You are amazing. That story. That story. I have so many questions. I don't even know where to start. What happened?
All right. So the hospitalization, that was January 1st of 2009.
Mm-hmm.
I could not breathe, and we didn't know why, but I wound up having two pulmonary embolisms that were as big as a fist in each lung, and they didn't know how they got there. I didn't have any prior symptoms or anything. So I went into cardiac arrest in the ambulance, and then I went into cardiac arrest in the ER, and I woke up 5 days later, and I couldn't see anything. So it was it was a lot to take in, of course. Waking up 5 days later, my memory had been messed up, so I couldn't remember when I went to the hospital. Um, I just remember waking up there with a tube down my throat. So it was a scary moment. It was very, I guess, grounding. It let me know, hey, it could be over at any moment. So um, I was in the hospital for 34 days. I stayed and I went to Memorial. They were amazing. Honestly, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. Memorial is fantastic. I was at Memorial, then I went over to Brooks for the rehab, and all of the therapists there were just in awe of how young I was and what I was going through. Because all in all, if you look at my medical records, it'll say I had a stroke, I had a heart attack, I had pulmonary embolisms, had pneumonia when I got in the ER. Um, then lost my eyesight. So it was just a plethora of things that happened back to back that nobody could explain, and still to this day haven't been able to explain. So um, all in all, just grateful to God that I'm still here, and I know that through Him is why I made it.
Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Okay, awesome. I saw that clip when you sent it to me, and I watched it so many times. So you have quite a few dreams and things that you're working on. You're a photographer, you are a model manager, you are a philanthropist, and you are the owner of Unspoken Model Management. So you do a lot. You're frozen again. Okay. So bear with me. Let me see if I can get him back. I lost him. Hello, people. This is live. This is live. I love it. Talking about being tenacious. Let's figure this thing out. All right. I may have to call him. Let's see. Oh, he's back. Hold on. Let's see. Ah, there you are.
Yes, I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry.
It's Tenacious Tuesday. We're not worried about it. We just going to keep on going. Ain't that right?
Absolutely.
So I left off at basically saying you're a photographer, you are a model manager, you
Yes.
are the owner of Unspoken Model Management, you are a philanthropist. So you just do it all. When
I
did you start? When did you start? When did you begin your love for photography?
so actually, it was back in my grandmother bought this little Polaroid cyber shot camera, and I just started taking pictures, and then I slowly but surely started to become our class historian, because I took pictures. I had pictures of events that people didn't even know that I was at, and um it was, oh, did it stop again? Mine is still there. Oh, okay. Um, so the our class started to pretty much come to me for photos, because they knew that I had photos from everything, and then I had pictures on the jumbotron at graduation, um, because I had like 4,000 pictures of our senior class. So we started to just take other pictures. And I started going to the beach with some of my friends and taking their pictures. Then I got a professional camera, and it was it from there. And that was probably about 7, 8 years ago.
And time goes fast, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. 8 years later, I didn't think I'd be where I am today. So I'm, like I said, just thankful to.
Yeah. I saw all of that was your work in the video as well. That was all your photography as
Yes,
well. Oh, just just full of talent. In fact, prior to having the opportunity to meet you, I saw one of your picture with the gold lipstick in the
yeah.
dark. Yes. Oh, I think I probably kind of stole that and just kind of saved it in my phone because it's really beautiful. So now you do that. That's where you started. Now you're over into the modeling. Tell me what you do there in the modeling.
With the modeling agency, so
Hmm.
how it started was I pretty much just had a bunch of the models that were um, sticking with me throughout the photography and everything. So I was like, okay, why don't we turn this into a business aspect? And we started the modeling agency. So it went from unspoken memories photography to unspoken model management. And the models kind of stuck with me. And then we started signing contracts. We started getting clients. And, at the beginning, it's very hard to get paying clients, no matter what you do. But we slowly but surely started to branch out and grow, and that we were on the up and up when I went to the hospital. So everything kind of came to a halt and a standstill. And then once I got out of the hospital, honestly, the models pushed me to keep going. They wanted me to keep taking pictures. They wanted me to keep managing them. I was, after losing my eyesight at 29, I had a very defeated, spirit. And I was very down for a little while. I almost fell into depression, but like I said, the models that I have, they wouldn't let me give up. So I definitely um, didn't give up, and so I started getting more clients, and now we have a few amazing clients that love the models, and I have some stuff here to show for everybody so they can see some of our client stuff as well.
I am looking forward to that. I was just getting ready to go into to ask you about that, to say how do you find your models, and how do you know which ones or where they come from? Do you look for them? Do they reach out to you? How does that work?
So it's a little bit of everything.
Hmm.
Some of the models, like I said, were with me from the very beginning, and
Right.
of them kind of, we used to go to Art Walk in downtown Jacksonville, and we loved
Hmm.
Walk because we saw so much talent and people who didn't even think about modeling. We reached out to them and were like, "Hey, have you ever thought about modeling? Would you like to?" And a lot of them said yes. And
Hmm.
I started to pretty much build models from the ground up. I got a lot of people who had never modeled before, and I started to build them because it was easier to teach someone who knew nothing than to teach someone who was already experienced and felt like they knew everything.
Right.
We started like that. And so all of my models are pretty much new to modeling. And I teach them everything from the ground up, from photo shoots and posing, their angles. And we teach runway, European and urban. So we try to be
Right.
well rounded in everything that they do.
Nice. So you teach turns. You teach like you said, from beginning. So they're in heels from the time they hit in your presence all the way to they.
Listen, they hate me for the gotta get over. I said, some of the girls, like some of our plus size girls, were actually, fearful to wear heels because, they're,
Hmm.
well, these heels can't hold us. And
Right.
once they got past that, now all of them can do European runway in New York City. And we've had a few different models that have done, New York Fashion Week, and they
Hmm.
loved it. They flourished. They got booked on multiple shows.
Wow.
And our second time going to New York, it was like they already knew who we were. We walked in, and like the shirt that I have on,
Yes.
all the models have this. All the models,
Yes.
their unspoken gear. And
Oh,
when we walk,
wow.
it's like an army. We walk in as a unit. We walk in together, and they
Hmm.
know exactly who we are. And it's like, to have New York Fashion Week people knowing who we are is amazing to me. And it's because we're Jacksonville, Florida. Nobody, like a team doesn't come from Jacksonville and does this.
Right.
There, it's exciting to see that.
Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. I have a quick question for you.
Yes.
When they now you can teach the ladies how to walk. How do you get the models for their facial expressions? How do you do that? Because
That is tough. That is tough because
okay.
expressions are some things that really cannot really be taught. So either you have that or you don't. But
Mm,
what I do is I do a series of headshots, and that
hmm.
forces them to look at their face and be like, okay, well, I don't like this face, or I don't like this one. So I tell them all the time, hey, go home, look in the mirror. And I said, get a jar and have some papers rolled up. And when you reach in the jar, pull out the name and say, it says happy. Give yourself happy so you can see what happy looks like. Pull out the next thing, and if it says sad, pull out, give a sad face, and make it as dramatic as possible, so if they say, okay, it's too sad, you can lighten it up, or if it's too happy, show less teeth, something simple. But um we go through a lot of facial expressions because I do a lot of headshots. If you see my page, um a lot of the models have done some amazing headshots with me, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And that's on the Unspoken Photo Studios page, and also the Unspoken Model Management page, which is UMMGMT on Instagram. Oh, you might be muted. I can't hear you.
There we are.
There you
There
go.
we are. Yay. All right. So that came up. Is it anything that you would say? What's the most challenging thing while working with young ladies?
Uh, I, I don't really have challenges there because I'm very direct. It's
Right.
that they respect me for. Um,
Right.
if I have a problem with something that they're doing or saying, I address it right then and there. And I don't address it to embarrass. I address it to teach. Um,
Right.
because one thing that I've always told them, I was like, you could be the most beautiful person in the world, but if your attitude is lackluster, nobody's gonna want to work with you. And I feel like I have some of the most beautiful girls, and they are truly like talented, and they're all very humble at the same time, and so are my
Mhm.
team. So it's like I teach them just humility and professionalism at its best.
Mm,
You must be professional at all times. You don't never know who's watching. You never know who's in the room, and that one person could change your life. And it could be for the worst if you're unprofessional with them. So your career could end from one person's mouth. So there is power in the tongue, and I stress that.
yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Is there a particular type of photography that you enjoy? Is it a specific place that makes you better or you prefer over the other?
I love fashion. I love fashion photography. I'm trying
Mhm,
editorial. It's kind of difficult because you have to be able to tell a story, and the model has to be. You guys have to be in tune to pull off a phenomenal editorial shoot. Um,
mhm,
but I recently ventured into that in Atlanta, Georgia. We did a photo shoot with Twisted Fabric, and one of our models, Najee, she that I feel like every model has their breakthrough, and that was her breakthrough moment. She had this amazing wedding gown on with this huge dramatic black hat. It was a black sun hat, and that was absolutely beautiful on her. And her and I, in that moment, we felt like I felt the magic there. I was like, okay, she's feeling it, I'm feeling it. Let's go ahead and do it. And the designers loved every shot. And um, so I love fashion. I am known for my nude photography. This is true. But it's very tasteful. I feel like the body should not have to be hidden. It should not, it should be celebrated, but in a tasteful manner. So when we do certain shoots like Release Me, we did that for the slave trade that was going on in Libya. So we did like something for them, and I can send you a few of those as well. But the models really bared it all. They were in ropes and chains, nude, um, and there was a red light and a white light. The red light signified slavery, and the white light was freedom. and the ropes were pulling in all different directions. So and by the end of the photo shoot, the ropes were on the ground and the models were standing strong in the white light. So that one definitely told a story. And whenever I do a shoot like that, it has to be for a reason. Just like the Midas touch, that was honestly my favorite photo shoot that I've done. It was it was testing to the models and myself. And some photographers just want you to be naked forever. That photo shoot took 12 minutes. We timed it. Each model was naked for 12 minutes. They got the shots, they got out, and they were done. So, and everybody who's had hands in that photo, literally had hands in there, were very professional. They made sure the guys were comfortable, the girls were comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a phenomenal shoot.
Good deal, good deal. I do recall seeing the Midas touch, and and as a matter of fact, when I saw that, I was like, he definitely has the Midas touch because it was pretty sweet. It was pretty sweet.
Thank
Now I also know that you're in Jacksonville, Florida. I know that you're with a team of people and you travel. So with that being said, your models travel with you wherever you go.
Absolutely.
You're looking to partner up with models in other cities. I'm thinking maybe yes.
Absolutely. Definitely open to working with other models in other cities. I have a few models. I have a model in Philly, Kenny Brown,
Mm-hmm.
recently on this a cover of Center Stage magazine based out of the Philippines.
Oh, nice.
And so that's a model in Philly. I had a model. We were working with a model with Baltimore, Thaddeus Jones.
Mm-hmm.
We had a model in Texas, Jeremy Skipper. Um, I have a model in Tampa, Phil Pearson. We have
Right.
a model in Orlando. We have two models in Orlando. We have Zach Pope, and then we have.
Wow.
So I mean, we're all over the place.
Roll
We
over.
absolutely. I want to be all over the country
Yep. And the way you're going, you are right there. You were there right now. How about that? We're gonna speak faith. How about that?
with it.
Right now.
We're this year. We're gonna be back in Miami, so we're traveling. We're taking it all, anything we can.
Good deal. Good deal. Now, with your story being as amazing as it was, what would you share to anyone that is going through or is in the middle of what you went through? What would you share with that person or people?
Honestly, it's something. It's really simple to me. It's just saying, well, even when I was going through what I was going through, I was like, somebody has it worse. There's always somebody that has it worse. Somebody who's doing worse than you. Your battle is not your battle. You may feel like you're unique in your battle, but somebody's struggling the same way, if not worse than you. So I feel like if I picked myself up and I was like, if I was an example, I like, hey, I pretty much they said I died twice and I came back. So, and now I'm seeing a lot better than I was. I'm at about 45 to 50% of my eyesight is back from 0% when I woke up initially. So, it's if like I said, prayer works. I pray every day. Throughout the day, if I'm just sitting there by myself, I may say a little prayer just because. I mean, you have to give thanks where it's due, and um, I say just don't give up. Don't give up on anything. Like I said, I never thought I would pick up a camera again. And now I'm being booked in different states and cities to shoot with people that I feel I'm humbled by because I was like, I don't deserve, I'm not worthy of this, but you're worthy of everything that you receive because what God has for you is for you. So just take it and take it in stride.
That's right. That's right. Now, I noticed that you had some information that you wanted to share with the people that are in your circle. So I'd love to see it.
Oh, absolutely. So I have a few of the brands that we are working with currently. Of course, Miss Tierra has her Bakil. We have some brand ambassadors with her. She has two brand ambassadors that are the men on our team, Julian and Thomas. So you guys will see a lot more of them very soon. We are also working with Miss Katrina Calhoun. She has a cosmetics line. This makeup is absolutely amazing, and it is Smudge Cosmetics. Let me make sure it's on the screen. There it is. Smudge Cosmetics. You can go on her. I think she might have taken the website down because we're actually restructuring that. She also has a brand ambassador with us. And then we also have Body Aqua. And this client here is amazing. because is it this way? There we go. Um, because he's actually in 46 Walmarts in Florida, right, in Jacksonville right now, and he's expanding to different cities and states and everything. And our models are all over his brochures and everything. The flavoring is amazing. Um, and then, you know, of course, we also have a few. I don't have a shirt of his; it's up there on the rack. But Adu clothing with James Hucks. We work with Adu. Um, and Designs by Denisha. We've worked with her for a couple years now. She's so amazing. She actually makes our um, some masks for us with the agency logos due to COVID. She still made time for us to do designs amongst the COVID thing because she was making masks for Baptist hospitals and things like that. So she had huge orders coming in. She's one of our most loyal designers. And True by Quan from Orlando, Florida. Yes, Nilco. He's a newer partner of ours, but he is one of the most amazing designers that I've ever witnessed. And I feel like the world needs to see his work. He actually made me a jacket, and it's amazing. So I'm going to actually try to get it for you before we end this. It's in my closet all the way to the back to the left. But yeah, so we have a bunch of great designers and people that we work with that are our clients, and we love all of them.
Isn't that awesome? It's so awesome to have all your people, your supporters, everything you need, your designer, you know, your makeup artist, your everything is there. So I guess, like, you know, Miss Bikel said earlier, y'all move as a unit, right?
I have
All
the
right.
Oh, gotta pull it this way. There we go. So it's custom made. Everything is hand done, hand painted, hand stitched, designed, and he designs everything very like he gets intimate details of everything about you, and he takes it and puts it on your jackets. Yeah, turn it around. So you know, I love the Egyptian theme, so he went with the kings and queens of Egypt and some Egyptian gods and goddesses. And across the shoulders and the arms, it says "Long live the king." And it's just like I said, everything he touches. I told him he has the Midas touch. Everything he touches is gold. Thank you.
You know what? I can tell that actually looks good on you. As a matter of fact, that color, it looks really, when you was holding up to your complexion, it looks good on you. And then, you know, of course, your colors are black and black and gold as
Yeah.
well. So it's pretty good. It's awesome. It's been a pleasure. You know what's next? You have to tell everybody where to find you.
Yes.
Yes.
So okay, we got a few of them.
That's okay. Go for it.
So on Instagram, personal page is at Phoenix Pharoh. On the business side, the Instagram for the photography, it's at Unspoken Photo Studios. And then for the modeling agency for Unspoken Model Management, it's at UMMGMT. On Facebook, it is Pharoh Khepri. Pharoh is Pharoh. There's no A on the end of that. And then Khepri is Khepri. And when you want to find the agency on on Facebook, it is Team Unspoken. And on the Facebook for the photography, it's Unspoken Memories Photography. Oh, and TikTok. We have a TikTok too. For the agency, it's UMMGMT on TikTok.
TikTok. It's like, yeah, you got to have TikTok, right?
Absolutely.
You know what? You know, I'm very, very honored that we kind of bumped into each other, and I know that everything happens for a reason. Your story is amazing. I'll be reaching back out to you so you can share this same story again.
Okay.
You are a miracle, and you're just really special. So I wish you all the success. You're going straight to the top. You already know. Everybody, this is Mr. Pharoh, and this is Unspoken Model Management.
Absolutely.
So we thank you all so much for watching. Look for this guy, and we'll catch you next week. on Tenacious Tuesday. Y'all have a good night.
Good night, guys.